Hello everyone, and welcome to another Iceberg video. Today's topic of discussion is Mega Man, or more specifically, Iceberg charts about Mega Man. That's right, this is the Mega Man Iceberg chart. I've compiled what I believe to be a good sample of common and obscure Iceberg charts that center around the Mega Man IP. Big thanks to Kaisaan, who agreed to share his findings and notes with me. And without further ado, let us begin. The first iceberg on this chart is this one, from Twitter, from user SnowRuntPyro. It covers a wide variety of good trivia, spanning from everything involving the games to the manga to animated works. Some of these entries include the frequently memed Green Biker Dude, Sigma's name being misspelled in the 90s Mega Man TV show, and the unused text from Battle Network 6 that says, "No Rush Coil." This iceberg is pretty easy to find, being on the first page of Google image results. The second tier consists of the Mega Man Iceberg image made by Nabasart and posted on Tumblr. This one contains fewer entries than the previous chart, but is still very well worth looking at. We have classic topics like bad box art Mega Man and Mega Mix, as well as some conspiracies and theories, like Mega Man and Street Fighter taking place in the same universe, and the Alia is Roll theory. Again, several very good entries, always good for furthering the discussion behind the Blue Bomber. An easy and quick read, also readily accessible. Going deeper down, we have the image that was posted on Twitter by the user Axel Bullet, also shared in the r/Megaman group by T.O. Vent. This iceberg takes a bit of a different approach than its contemporaries. Rather than having everything separated in definite tiers, this one has entries placed in somewhat vague areas and with slanted text. This one is a mixed bag of good trivia and joke entries. Some of the good discussion topics include Mega Man Zero's original plot and Lumine possessing Axel's white form. And some of the jokes are asking what happened to Sigma's hair, and suggesting that X's full name is, in fact, Xylophone. This one is good for studying up on some trivia, and for a few laughs. The next one is a little more obscure, because the original redditor who posted the image has been deleted, but is still relatively accessible. This chart includes a wide variety of factoids and discussion points, like Quint, Basenium, and how Vile V isn't vile. This one contains trivia that I wasn't knowledgeable on, so it's definitely worth the time to examine as well. Like the previous ones, the tiers are a little less defined, but the text is more organized, so it's easier on the eyes. Our next tier discusses the iceberg posted on Reddit by the user The Fattest Pat. This one has some excellent discussion points, such as Mega Man's attempt to kill Dr. Wily in Mega Man 7, the fate of the Guardians from Mega Man 0, and the idea that diggers from Mega Man Legends amputate their arms. Very well put together, visually appealing with some nice images, well organized, and some good, lesser discussed points not seen on other all-encompassing icebergs. Our sixth tier contains the iceberg submitted to r/Iceberg charts by user 7fortunecat7. This one is primarily focused on the Mega Man Legends series and depicts multiple excellent entries, like the obscure Gundam references found in some textures in Mega Man Legends 2, those being the RGM-79 and the MSM-04 ACK guy. It also includes mentions of Mega Man Legends characters appearing in crossover games, like Marvel vs. Capcom, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, and Project Cross Zone. My favorite feature, though, is the use of concept art from the scrapped Legends version of Rush, Mega Man's dog. Fortunately, this design will go on to be featured in Mega Man Battle Network. Again, excellent work from a dedicated fan. We've passed more than half the iceberg now, and the next layer focuses on classic Mega Man. Presented to us by Baby Jeff and posted on icebergcharts.com, this conspiracy chart is visually the most interesting one that I've come across so far, using a unique image rather than the standard template used on most other iceberg images. As for the entries, they range from well-known trivia, like Dr. Wily's alien hologram in Mega Man 2, and it also brings up the excellent point of how X is said to be the first robot to have free will, but this directly contradicts the classic series narrative and lore. Many well-chosen factoids and bits of trivia, definitely worth some time and attention. For our eighth entry, we have a decently known Spanish iceberg, posted in the Mega Man subreddit by RockU78. This time, we cover topics such as Mega Man Legends 2 supposedly being a sequel to X5, the possible sequels to Mega Man Powered Up and Maverick Hunter X, and the theory that perhaps Iris is the Mother Elf. Several excellent entries, and I very much like the images used on this iceberg, particularly the goofy-looking Mega Man EXE costume and Soul Battler Takeshi. Our penultimate iceberg seems to have several joke entries, but does contain some well-known trivia and theories. Some of the better points are the Cataclysm theory, X being the original villain in Mega Man 0, and the parallels of Thomas Edison and Albert Einstein to the scientists from the games. Some others are interesting theories and conspiracies, like Frank West from Dead Rising possibly being a Reploid, or Land being a genetically modified superhuman, but the bottom tier is just troll-tastic. The DOS games are the original, and the NES games are ports. I do enjoy how the art used features different incarnations of Mega Man, seemingly following the standard iceberg formula and becoming more uncanny as we descend. Though I personally would have swapped bad box art Mega Man and fully charged Mega Man's pictures around. This chart was submitted by Circlonta6A on r/iceberg charts. And here, down at the very bottom, we find an iceberg chart so obscure that it hasn't even been fully made public yet. That image is our very own community-collaborated Rockman EXE iceberg chart, lovingly crafted by countless fans and contributors sporting over 200 entries, both great and small. The image itself was crafted by yours truly, and I very much look forward to unveiling it to you all, but that will have to wait till next time.